Good evening, ladies and gentlemen out in YouTube land. I am Deleted Scenes, human being, American in YouTube Ronin. I'd like to welcome you to the weekend update for the 3rd of October, 2024. Already in the chat, the Tired of Midnight blogger himself, channel member Curtis Sully. FKHC 2005, sometimes known as Tim. Faithful Blue Wrench, channel member, the Bird Woman of YouTube. Watch out for her second channel, Fluff Chick Productions, Honey Clary. Something dark side. Nah. She of the smoldering avatar. Network. Netters Network Raid. Thank you. Good evening. Emoji Queen, Lady Mist. Mark Malnikoff. Quapla. Closed. Back away. Finally found the right Klingon words for what's closed, walk away. Which I did this past weekend at a convention. Do tell. Channel member JPRPH1. Tonight's guest on Thursday Things, Darkwood presents latest channel member, Space Fral in the house. Friend of the channel, DJ Ronnie G. Tim Hayes. Swinging a blue wrench. I am trying to download an outro video. Will StreamYard let me do it before the show is over? We will see. The check stars. Well, a message. Ends off wearing a campaign shirt all weekend. Inappropriate. And I didn't want his autograph after that crap. Well. All right. Thank you. There are 30 of you currently watching, including some on Twitter. I cannot see you, but I know that you're there. Don't forget to hit the like, share out the stream, and if you are new to the channel or to the channels of everyone in the chat, please subscribe. And if you are already subscribed, please make sure to check and see that you are in fact still subscribed, because YouTube will take away your sub without asking. I've lost 3 subs overnight. So please, I was at 2,800. I was at 2,800 for a day. Now I'm dropping back down. So losing one sub, I can understand. 3 right in a row? Little hinky. All right. Well, let's get on with the show. The reason that I know that you're all here, let me share out the screen. Head on over to my main page and find out what we have coming up. I do want to remind everyone tomorrow evening over on Friday Night Last Call, Troy, Netter, and Boomer are going to be talking about zombie films. So that ought to be fun. I also want to remind everyone that I am occasionally on the panel for the Saturday afternoon matinee over on Pop Culture Minefield. If I'm able to join this week, that show will begin at 4 p.m. Then later on that evening at 10 p.m., Big Al Presents. Or is it Netter's Network? Whose week is it this week? Anyway, Retro Cinema or Films with Friends, whichever show it is. And this week's movie is going to be the classic Alfred Hitchcock, The Birds, which I understand will be a first-time watch for Al. So this ought to be fun. It's going to be Al's show this week. Right on. Okay, so Films with Friends, Saturday night, 10 p.m., The Birds. I'm going to be in the chat. So check us out there. All right. And then later on that night, Outlaw Bill, my partner in crime, who's probably still in the middle of his football stream right now, will be hosting his after hours karaoke show. Hopefully, I will be able to join up. Okay, are people having trouble hearing me again? Is that what's going on? All right, let me know in the chat. Am I roboting or anything? Because subtitles, I'm sorry, I don't have those. You're going to have to put on your own subtitles. All right. Connie says she can hear me, and so does John. So we're good. All right. If anybody's having trouble hearing me, you might just need to refresh. Oh, you're talking about the watch-alongs. Okay. Well, that depends. Because sometimes when the watch-alongs take place, sometimes you have to download the subtitles separately, and it doesn't always take, I've noticed, which is one of the reasons why I don't personally host watch-alongs. I've only done it once, and it was kind of a disaster. You can go back. That show is still up. And I have to thank Troy for kind of saving my ass on that one. I did a watch-along about a year ago for the Schwarzenegger movie, The Last Stand. And I did not know what I was doing. And there was a lot more to it than I thought. So, but Troy got me through it, and it's a bit of a long show, but it's a fun one. And he hadn't seen that movie before, so it was cool getting a chance to show him that film. And eventually, sometime down the line, when I get some things taken care of, kind of upgrade my equipment, I want to do more watch alongs, but we'll see. I don't want to promise anything. And hello to Rod Thunderheart. Indeed. Good to see you, sir. If you can't possibly just turn them on when you have them, please. Yeah. When we can. Yeah, I was on Cosme, and but I didn't know quite what I was doing just yet. No. That was Tony Franciosa. Also, you still have my Joseph Campanella action figure, and I want it back. All right. Where were we? Right. After Hours Karaoke, Saturday night. Hopefully, I can head on over to Bill's channel and get a few rounds in. Now, we don't have the link up just yet, but Western Cinema Presents will return Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And since tis the season, this week's movie is going to be a bit of a genre bender. It's not just going to be a Western, it's going to be a horror film. And it's going to be a movie called Oregon Trail. That I know absolutely jack squat about, but Bill tells me it's a good one. So I'm going to take his word for it, and you're going to be getting my first time reaction. So 4 p.m. Sunday afternoon, if you're on the East Coast, 1 p.m. on the West Coast. Western Cinema Presents Oregon Trail. Yes, a Western horror film. Yes. All right. And hello to the Tired Midnight Blogger himself, Curtis Shelby, channel member. Good to see you, sir. All right. It's Wild Horses all over again. I hope not. That is definitely one of the worst films we've done, if not the probably is the worst. Which was too bad because I had good people involved with it. Oregon Trail. Yes. In fact, while we're here, why don't I just look that up? I shall consult the scrolls. All right, let me go to, we'll try Letterboxd first. We're going to look into this. Oregon Trail was such a hard game. I don't think it's going to be based on the game, though. Let's see. No. Trail. Okay. Oh. No. All right, folks. I'm going to read this as it explains. Now, I've been saying Oregon Trail, but there is a movie called Oregon Trail. Organ. That is listed from last year. 112 minutes, directed by Michael Patrick Jan. Young Abigail Archer is left friendless and alone in a brutal Montana winter during the 1870s, fighting for survival and to retrieve her one earthly possession, her family's horse, from a gang of bloodthirsty bandits. All right. And this movie is starring no one I have heard of. Oh, except the guy from AVP who plays the dad who gets killed like right at the beginning. But the guy from True Blood. But well, we'll see. I don't know if that's the one he means, but it looks like it is. So we'll see. All right. And hello to Daniel's Hot Topics. Thank you for joining us. All right. So Oregon Trail will be the film. It's a cookbook. Yeah. Oreo Trail. Watch it crumble. No. You crush the Oreos into the chili. It's a gourmet dish. Trust me on this. All right. Well, let's move back to the next link that I actually do have up. Now, I was a little late getting some thumbnail ideas over to Fletcher. So what some of what you're going to be seeing here is kind of placeholders until he works his magic. So the next show later on that night, Sunday night at 8, will be Unscripted, beginning at 8 p.m., which, as you can see, JP appears to have already made his presence known. He's already first. All right. Now, you know me, Unscripted is the show where I get a little spicy. I have some opinions that not everyone will agree with, and certainly not the powers that be at YouTube. And demonetized. I always expect to be demonetized after this show, but so far I haven't been. Now, this is episode 82, which is entitled Crossfire Hurricane. And I got very lucky. The area that I'm in, there was no flooding, unlike the last storm. I didn't personally lose power. I know a lot of people who did. I know some people who are still, at this moment, out of power. The stories that I have been hearing out of North Carolina are damn nigh apocalyptic. And the fact that our so-called government thinks that they're going to just, $750 for each family is not enough. What's that, a paycheck? How long is that going to last in this economy? And that's on top of losing everything. but they're sending money to other places. And I'm going to go into that in more detail during the show on Sunday. And I may name some names. Because you guys know me. If I see something that I believe is an injustice, I'm going to say so. Government just takes and takes when Americans need a hand to give them so little. Very true. All right. So that will be 8 p.m. I do want to remind everyone, of course, that Unscripted is the kind of the pregame show before Geeky Geezers over on Aged Boomer's channel. Troy Pacelli will, of course, be joining him. They'll be discussing the events of the past week. And there will, of course, be some in memoriams. We lost Chris Christopherson, Pete Rose. It was recently announced that we lost John Amos. He passed away in late August. The announcement was made this week. It's been a rough couple of weeks. We've lost some greats, man. And so join Boomer and Troy over on Geeky Geezers and get the week in review. All right. Once Geeky Geezers is completed, get yourself a nice midnight snack, good beverage, and join me at 12:05 a.m. on the East Coast, 11:05 Central, for episode 71 of The Other Side of Midnight. And this is going to be the first of a group of special episodes. And I've been wanting to do a series on physical media for a while now. And I have invited a group of YouTubers to join me over the course of the next month or so to kind of come on, and kind of show off what they've got in their collection. And I've already got some takers for this upcoming week. So stay tuned at 12:05 a.m. Eastern, 11:05 Central for The Other Side of Midnight. See who joins me and see what they have. This is going to be light. This is going to be this next batch of episodes. It's going to be fun. Unscripted is the show where I get to rant. This is the show we get to chill. And we get to hang out and have fun. And that's what we're going to do. And I'm curious to see some of you with us in the chat right now. I'm hoping you can join me. So, The Other Side of Midnight, episode 71. The first in a series on physical media. Now, Monday night, I do want to remind everyone of Last Call, Monday Night at the Movies, which, of course, will be hosted by Troy and Nutter over on their channels. I don't believe that the movies have been chosen yet. Troy, Netter, if they have, please let me know in the chat so we can let the folks know. If all goes well, I'll be in the chat for that. I'm curious to see what they have cooked up for this week. Head on over Tuesday night. Of course, for the latest episode of Live from Sparkwood in 21. This is, of course, Troy Netter, Boomer, and myself as we discuss part 15 of Twin Peaks: The Return, entitled There's Some Fear in Letting Go. And there's Mark Malikoff. I claimed a space in the chat for the Klingon Empire. Indeed, sir. All right. Last week's episode, just a couple of nights ago, Tuesday night, was one of the most watched episodes. I think it's top 5 right now in most watched episodes of the show. So thank you all very much. I didn't know going in how popular the show was going to be, but it has brought some people, some new people over to our channels, and that's what we like, the more the merrier, and we've met some hardcore Twin Peaks fans along the way, so I'm really happy about that. And remember, I have not seen this season, so what happens in this episode is going to be a complete mystery to me. Obviously, it's going to be very Ed and Norma centric, since that's the picture that Troy picked out. Troy does the thumbnails for Twin Peaks, and Fletcher does the thumbnails for the rest of my shows, including this one, Fletcher Williams. But Troy does the Twin Peaks thumbnails, and one of these days I will learn how to do it myself, because I would like to try and be a little bit more helpful and kind of do a few of my own along the way. I'm learning, folks. This is all new. It's a learning curve. So join us for part 15 of Twin Peaks: The Return. All right. Now, I do want to remind everyone that Sparkwood in 21 is at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central, Tuesday nights. Right after that program is done, go over to Troy's channel for his Blake 7 watch along. This upcoming week will be episode 4. Episode 4 of Blake 7. So you're going to get episode 15 of season 3, Twin Peaks. Right after that, episode 4, season 1 of Blake 7 over on Troy's channel. So check it out. Then, of course, next Thursday, will, of course, be, once again, Thursday Things over on Netter's channel at 10 p.m. I am blanking out on who the guest is supposed to be. So Netter, if you're still in the chat, once again, please let me know who's next up on Thursday Things. And thank you, Lady Mist, for dropping the emojis. And welcome to my partner in crime, channel member, Outlaw Bill. All right. Good to see you, sir. Hey, the Outlaw's here. Billy the Kid. The Kid. The Kid, the Kid. Oh, yes. Thank you, Lady Miss. Real Wade Nation Gaming is going to be the guest next Thursday night for Thursday Things. That'll be at 10 p.m. Then, of course, join me right back here, right after Thursday Things is completed, for next week's edition of the Weekend Update. And hello to Darth Plato. Now, next week, I am going to be making another appearance over on Big Al's channel for the Friday night edition of 30 Things. I am going to be joined in that broadcast with Outlaw Bill, and we've got a treat for you. We are going to be watching the cult classic 1934 horror film, The Black Cat, with Boris Karloff and Bela Lugosi, the first film they did together. And this is a good one. And they get away with some stuff in this movie too, man. No Hays Code around for this one. It is a Universal film. I don't really want to give too much of it away if you haven't seen it. You're in for a treat. It's a good one. It's Lugosi versus Karloff, guys. No holds barred, and shit is going to go down. Bella's on he's on a revenge trip, man, and he's got Karloff in his crosshairs. It's a good one. So check it out. This is next Friday night, October the 10th at 8 p.m. Films with Friends, hosted by Big Al Presents, with Outlaw Bill and myself joining him for The Black Cat. All right. Lugosi was on a trip in real life too. Then I bet. I don't know about right then. This was just a few years after Dracula, so he was riding pretty. I know I was just about to say riding high, but I don't know if his issues were really that extreme at that point. But I don't know. It's a pretty trippy, wild movie. So who knows? Bill and Boris Legends. Yeah, it's a good one. I don't know how much of it I really want to go into, because I don't want to give it away. It's got some elements of Edgar Allan Poe, but it is very much its own movie. Carl Laemmle is a producer. Of course, he was the producer on Freaks, which was a couple of years before. Yeah, check it out, The Black Cat. Nevermore, indeed. All right. Well, that's the update for this week, folks. As usual, make sure that you keep an eye on my community page for any changes, any last minute additions to the schedule. I have some member streams that I owe the members. I want to be able to get to that very soon here. There's a new segment that I've been thinking about starting. I've got some updates coming up concerning the Read What You Own challenge. Some reviews, perhaps. We'll see. I'm not really in a hurry to see anything right now. And based on the reviews I've been hearing, I haven't missed a whole lot. This week has not been the best. There was someone that I thought I knew that it turned out I really didn't. And I had to cut that person out of my life. And it's not something that I'm very happy about, because in real life, I don't really have a whole lot of friends remaining. Some of them have passed on, or they've moved and I lost touch. So I'm not always the happiest of campers. But here is where I am happiest. And the fact that there are so many of you watching right now does encourage me. I am at my happiest when I am on the air. And as long as you're there, I'm going to keep doing these shows. They're going to have to carry me out, because I'm not going anywhere, and neither are you. You're my people, and I'm yours. So thank you for encouraging me. For those of you in the chat who have your own channels and your own programs, who have honored me by inviting me on, thank you all very much. And I'm going to see you later on. Oh, there we go. Yes, we will be doing Action Theater next Thursday. Yes, I did skip that. Action Theater, 4:30, Thursday afternoons. Next week's movie is going to be Clear and Present Danger. Harrison Ford, James Earl Jones, and Willem Dafoe. You're stuck with us. It's good. All right. Thank you to everyone who is following along on Twitter. Please hit the like, share out the stream. And if you are new to my channel, or to Bill's channel, or to Big Al's channel, or to Troy and Eddar's channel, or everybody else's channel, please subscribe. Prayers to everyone dealing with the aftermath of the storm. We're thinking about you. From HQ and all points north, south, east, west, and beyond. Good night. Take care. Stay strong. Be safe. Because this is how we win.